Hey, welcome aboard. So, today I thought I wanted to talk to you guys about cleanup, basically decluttering your life. This is super duper duper important, especially if you're working on self love, if you're working on anything really, like just life in general. You really want the cleanest environment possible for productivity. So I'm going to give you a few sort of bullet points and kind of elaborate on them on why decluttering is so important and why you should do it. So, number one, decluttering is, first off, it's basically like the art of like getting, it's not even an art, but it kind of is an art of like getting rid of the stuff that you don't need. So that literally can be in any capacity, literally physically, mentally, emotionally, all of that. So one reason why you want to do that is so that you have a clean workspace to organize things. So for example, what we're going to do is we're going to go like big thing and then go to little things. So for the home, right? You want to clean your area, your home space of dirt, debris, junk, old things you don't wear anymore, things that maybe your ex gave you, all these types of things, just extra stuff that's causing clutter in your home. Like I said, once you clear your home space, it allows thoughts and energy to flow freely. There's no congestion, and you feel at peace. You feel accomplished when your home makes sense, when you can move around without bumping into something or dropping something. It is the most refreshing feeling when you walk into your home and it smells like bleach and peppermint or whatever. Like, it's the best thing in the world. So you want to do that because it gives you kind of a sense of satisfaction, but also, like I said, it's a good way to allow energy to flow throughout your home without complications. Now, mentally, for example, mentally is another one. So you want to clear your thoughts, you want to clear your mind. Meditation is so important. It allows you to empty your mind and become a vessel for any information that needs to be given to you, whether by your higher self, the universe, God, whatever you believe in, or if you don't believe in anything, just logical thought. Because a lot of times we get wrapped up in our emotions and we get wrapped up in our feelings, and when we get so caught up in those things, sometimes we don't make the best decisions, sometimes we don't think correctly, sometimes things just don't go the way we want them to go because we're so stuck up here and not paying attention to what's around us. We can get lost. So it's really good to meditate, do whatever it is to clear your mind. Also, energetic cleaning. Since we're kind of on this subject of the home and the mind, cleaning the energy, if you're into that sort of thing. If you're not, there's always ways for you to do it without it like being woo-woo, right? But me personally, I like burning Palo Santo, I like burning sage, and I like using my singing bowl, which I will introduce you to at some point. But for people who don't like doing that, you can also pray. You can also open the windows. It's always good to open the windows from time to time. You can play music that has like a cleansing quality. I would say like bright and happy music, maybe some bright and happy classical music. If you like solfeggio, or if you like binaural beats, those are always good, and that cleanses your mind as well as your home space if you play that on like a speaker or whatever. I really like sounds. Sounds are like my favorite thing to use to clean with. So it really I have a lot going on up here, so it really helps to get that to like slow down a bit if I have some music playing. So we did the home, we did mentally, so physically, our bodies. So our body, as I stated before, there's a connection between your gut and your brain. And your gut's like your second brain. So if you give it good stuff, it'll clean you, it'll detox you. The occasional detox is always good. There are plenty of detox teas out there. There's different ways of detoxing, different diets, whatever the case is, whatever you're into. But the occasional detox is really good, because honestly, like, no matter how good you eat, there's always something in the food that you don't need. So a detox is always good. I actually have a solution for you if you want to look into it. It's called tea. I'm going to leave a link to that in the description box so you can take a look at it. But the tea, there are a bunch of different products on this website which are amazing. Like, the same website that had the NutriBurst has the tea, and it's phenomenal. So I swear by the tea when I'm not feeling good, when I'm a little bloated, when I'm feeling a little groggy, I go for the tea, and the tea helps out a lot. It's helped people, like, literally, I kid you not, it has helped people lose weight. It has helped people get rid of kidney stones. Like, anyway, so the tea has it has 9 ingredients in it, 9 herbs, and these 9 herbs work together to help your respiratory and your digestive system get intact. So that is one of my favorite things to detox with. But also, you can do water. Like, water is still really good. Like, who doesn't like water? You still need to drink water. So detoxing your body, eating healthy, that's a good way to declutter from all the nonsense that's going on in the air and, in like tap water and other things that you may ingest intentionally and unintentionally. Because I'm gonna be real with you, I'm a sucker for some sour candy, and sometimes I like to have it, even though I probably shouldn't. So that's my thing. So, all right, body, mind, home, and basically the emotions, right? The emotions, like I said before, getting rid of your ex's stuff. You want to get, like, if you have things from your ex, it's good to drop that stuff off, donate it, burn it, whatever you gotta do. But also, going through your mind, and it's kind of correlated with the mind, but going through your mind and like really getting down to the nitty gritty of why you do the things that you do that you're probably not supposed to be doing. So basically shadow work, which will be covered later on. Shadow work is the process of addressing those dark parts of yourself that you keep tucked away and bringing them to the forefront so you can address them and correct them. So a lot of people go through what's called the dark night of the soul, which is when you've run from your ego for way too long and it comes out with a vengeance, and then your life just seems to fall apart. But it's all part of the process. It's a good thing. Just ride the wave. But it doesn't happen all the time. Every time you bring your darkness or your ego to the forefront, it doesn't happen every time. Okay, like, you don't have to worry about that. Don't keep it tucked away. That's the problem. People keep it tucked away. But anyway, moving on. So, addressing those dark parts of yourself, clearing the emotions, forgiving people, forgiving yourself. That's gonna declutter. Those are like the best ways, honestly, to declutter your emotions is by learning forgiveness, tolerance, and patience for yourself and for others. What else did I want to say? I do this every video. Well, I don't do this every video, but I've done this for like the last 2 videos. Mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, financially. So, really good way to do it. Go through your statement, your bank statements, go through your bank account and see what subscriptions you need to get rid of. See what you're spending your money on that you don't need to be spending your money on. That's always good. Cleaning out your wallet. So sometimes we can get really caught up in whatever we're doing, and sometimes we can put, like, for example, random papers or various cards that we get from strangers who own a business, or like receipts in those wallets and leave them there for God knows how long. But I'm telling you, once you clean that out, you're actually allowing the energy to flow to your wallet. It sounds silly, but trust me. Once you clean out your wallet, you're gonna allow energy to flow. The energy of finance, the energy of currency to flow to your wallet, and before you know it, you'll be getting more opportunities for it. Finances. Also, decluttering your mindset about money. So a lot of us grew up with certain mindsets like, oh, I'm not made of money. Oh, money doesn't grow on trees. Oh, you have to work hard to make money and then lose it all. Oh, the only people with a lot of money are rich billionaires who are are rich billionaires who are crooked and corrupt. Those types of mindsets are going to keep you stuck. So be sure I feel like I'm like preaching or something, like when I'm talking to my kid. That is another thing too. Like you want to get rid of your mindset surrounding money, because that can hold you back as well. So I think I named everything I needed to name. All of this is like off the dome. I need to start writing it down, but I think I'm doing okay so far. So that's all I have to say about that. By the way, I do want to share some info. If you're listening to my podcast and you want to see me in action, the name of my YouTube channel is called The Full Spectrum. If you are watching my YouTube channel and you want to hear me instead, the name of my podcast is The Full Spectrum Podcast. So I'm pretty easy to find. Spectrum is with a K, but everything else is spelled correctly, guys. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I really appreciate you and love you. You guys are fantastic. Bye.